Gentlemen, get your woman some flowers, get her some nice things. Valentine's Day is this weekend. Do something nice for her, okay? Let's talk about my brand new Flying V, shall we? What's going on, everybody? My name is Xander Raymond Charles, the mighty XRC. We're gonna talk about this guitar today. I am so excited. I'm really extra stoked on today's content because I have a new guitar that has inspired me so much and it has easily become my current number one. Yes, that's a bold statement, but I mean it, dude. I'm probably in the honeymoon phase for sure, but regardless, man, this beautiful Gibson Flying V has kind of consumed me over the last give or take week since I've had this guitar, and I'm really excited to share this guitar with you all. So as always, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on my new guitar down below in the comments section. Check out some of my music that I write all over streaming service platforms. Follow me on any sort of social media platform. I'm on all of them. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for taking the time to hang out with me today. Now, let's talk about my brand new guitar. Actually, let's not talk about it just yet. Let's jam, let's riff, let's hear what this thing sounds like, alright? This guitar is tuned to drop C, and it sounds pretty sick, man. Alright, so what is this guitar? This is in fact a 2023 Gibson Flying V, and it is the 70s Flying V. Now, I bought this guitar used. I did not buy this new from Gibson, alright? I bought it secondhand off of reverb.com, and I did an unboxing for this guitar just a few videos ago. If you guys want to see what this guitar looked like when I pulled it out of the box, go ahead and check that out. But it did not look like it does right now for a number of reasons. Basically, it had the original pickups and the original electronics, but it had a tortoiseshell red pickguard and truss rod adjustment, or truss rod cover. Truss rod adjustment. Sometimes I get on autopilot with this stuff. There's just buzzwords that I've said so many times on the internet. Truss rod cover, okay? And this guitar I got very, very cheap because it was sold as having a weak solder joint in the electronics. Well, lo and behold, I pulled this thing apart, and I was just planning on modding this guitar anyway for more of my style, and I didn't really find any sort of weak joint or anything, and I messed with the electronics and nothing seemed to really falter, so that was kind of interesting, and maybe I got this for a good deal. But like I kind of mentioned, I really didn't care about the weak solder joint or anything like that because I was looking at this thing and I was like, nah, we're not going to keep this thing stock. We are going to make this my guitar. Because anymore, for those of you guys who've been with me for years and years, thank you so much for sticking around, by the way. I'm not really a gear reviewer. I kind of was in the beginning, sure, but I was always just more curious, truthfully, about what guitars I liked and what worked for me and what was good on my own journey, and I was sharing with you all. Because I write my own music, I've always wanted to travel and tour, and here I am doing the very thing, quite literally, as a profession. So my point is whenever I buy a guitar anymore, I don't want to just try it and then sell it. I really want to try to make it mine, and I'm doing exactly that, case in point, with this guitar. So, long story short, man, I just ripped out an EMG 81 that I had sitting around in an old Les Paul, and it was used in the Fire Les Paul, if you guys saw that guitar. I have an EMG volume pot in there and an EMG output jack, and that's it, man. Everything else is gone in this guitar, so it's just a simple volume knob, simple output jack, and one bridge humbucker, and that is an EMG. It's also got a 9-volt in there, obviously. And dude, there's something about V's that sound so amazing. There's not a lot of low end in these guitars because there's not really much guitar to begin with. I mean, they're very small and, you know, there's hardly anything here. They're kind of cumbersome with the shape itself. They take up a lot of room, but there's really not much wood here, you know? And for that, I think they have this unique kind of spanky sound, and they're very acoustic sounding. I've had maybe like 3 or 4 Vs in my lifetime, and they've all had the same characteristics. So they're not bass heavy, they're not bottom heavy, they just sit great in a mix, and they just sound a little bit different. And in case you guys are wondering, I'll go through the specs real quick with this guitar. It's basically anything you would expect from a Gibson guitar. A set neck construction, 24 3/4 inch scale, rosewood board, bound neck, which is super sick on these 70 Vs, mahogany body, and Grover tuners, and that's pretty much it. It's like not, you know, wavering too far from what you would expect from a Gibson style guitar, right? And then to make this guitar more my own, I did the Mick Mars thing. I put my logo essentially upside down, so when I play live, it'll be right side up for the crowd. But then I was like, I kind of want to have it here too, because I don't know, it just looks cool. And I don't know if I've really ever seen anybody put their name on this wing. I'm sure somebody has, but this is very much like the Eat Fun. I just wanted to put my initials there. You know, I have some pretty cool initials, and like they fit right on brand with everything, so why not, dude? So yeah, I spray painted this thing myself with just some plain old paint that I got from Lowe's, and yeah, I just let it rip, dude. And I know a lot of players in the comment section always have something to say about my guitars, and that's fine, dude. Like, I'm not here to shy away from the fact that whenever I get a guitar in my possession, it doesn't really stay clean and pristine and stock, right? And whenever I get a guitar, I really, truthfully, for better or for worse, like, I want to kind of ruin it almost. Meaning, like, I don't want it to be pristine. I don't want it to be a collector's item. I don't want it to be, you know, in great shape, because if there's a guitar like that where it's like a collector's item and I don't want to get it messed up, or I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it or not, I play differently, and I play a lot more reserved and a lot more conservatively. So if I spray paint my name right on the guitar and rip out all the electronics, and then, you know, inevitably put the eye screws in from Lowe's that I always do with all my guitars, and then take this out on the road, like, nobody's going to want to buy this guitar. And I love that. And nobody's going to have a guitar that looks quite like this one. It'll be undoubtedly my guitar. And that's always what I'm trying to accomplish here. I mean, I think every player wants to have their own style sonically, which I'm trying to do on a daily basis whenever I write my own original music or ghostwrite for bands. As well as I always want to have a guitar to have a visual aesthetic that is undoubtedly mine. This guitar forever, until this wears off, but it'll probably never go away fully, will always be attached to me some way. And I love that, man. I want this guitar to be mine, and I really want to take this beautiful white V out on the road and make it like, you know, the James Hetfield equivalent, or like a Michael Schenker equivalent. Like, a white V, dude, looks so good, man. And they pop on stage, and they look great under stage lights. So I want to take one of these out and like make it mine, kind of make it look like the Jim Root. Maybe not that relic, because this paint is a lot thicker, but, you know, something to that effect. I want to take this thing out for like an entire year and see what it looks like after the year. So that's a long-winded answer, kind of a rant, kind of a long explanation of why I do this to my guitars, man, because like I just want it to be mine. You know, I don't want it to be clean and cute and pretty. I want it to be kind of f***ed up and you know, ugly, but still work and rip all the same, you know. Somebody just knocked on my door. Watch, I'm gonna film my like murder or something. Actually, I let curiosity get the better of me, and I wanted to see who was here, and it was the flowers that I got for Jenna for Valentine's Day. Gentlemen, get your woman some flowers, get her some nice things. Valentine's Day is this weekend. Do something nice for her, okay? Anyway, everybody, this is my guitar. I'm stoked on it. I really, really appreciate you guys checking this guitar out and hanging out with me, and I hope you enjoyed the video. So everybody, check out some of my original music on streaming service platforms. I'll see you guys at a show very, very soon. I'm going on tour with Elijah on the Memphis Mayfire tour very, very soon, in like 2 months, give or take. So I'm stoked on that, man. But in the meantime, I'm going to hang out with this guitar at home, okay? All right, everybody. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in a video very, very soon. Later.